How's it going, everybody? How y'all doing today? Just giving a quick 1-2 mic test 1-2. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, please. Just want to make sure that we're not having any audio issues. I tried a test run the other day and looks like there was no audio, so that that was not good. I'm a little rusty, I guess. Okay, here we go. I think we're good on everything else. I'm gonna scroll down here. It's been quite a day. It's been quite a weekend. Let me make sure that's done. Let's see. We can close that, right? Oh, nice. How does that look on the screen? Oh, not bad at all. Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure everything's all set. All right. How y'all doing today? Hope you're having a beautiful Sunday. I know I am. This has been quite the day. This whole week's been a chaos. Had a job interview. They offered me a job. I got a lot of things going on. Went on a date. That was fun. Got back in shape. Getting there. Not quite exactly where I want to be yet, but getting there. Now I'm just making sure that the sound is not rugging me. If you can hear me in the chat, give me a 1 in the chat, please. I feel like the sound isn't going through just because I can see here it's low and I put everything up high. I don't know what's going on. I did a new setup, so I'm a little concerned. All right, okay, good. So you can hear me. All right, cool, beautiful. Thank you kindly. All right. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot, guys. I mean, I'm going to try to just keep it. We'll start with just the general most important stuff, and then we'll go into the fun stuff. Let's start with an intro. If you're new, welcome to the Zolian Podcast. I talk about family, fantasy, and freedom. I used to talk about books, brains, and blockchains. I used to do a live stream every day, pretty much. That was a long time ago now. That's what it feels like. It feels like a year ago. But yeah, man. I decided to move on down to doing video because YouTube was pushing me. And I said, okay, fine. Then I got a little addicted to it. I was like, okay, it's not bad. Now that I have the new setup for this nice new setup for the show, I kind of like it. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it like this, but we'll see. Every day I learn a little bit more about OBS. Every day. It's like one step at a time. Plus, some stuff costs money. I ask myself all the time, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Let me give you something good to look at here. This makes me happy. Terra Luna Coin's founder, Kwon, charged with fraud by U.S. prosecutors. Okay, now this happened a little while ago, actually, but he was caught. Okay, let me go and find you a little fun clip. Okay, let me get you a quick, fun little clip. Let me take this down and put that up. Okay, I don't know why. Hold on a second. Why is that still up? What's going on there? That's weird. Yeah, that should not be up. That went down, but that's still up. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. I think I can take care of that. I think. All right, let me get in this setup here. Oh, I forgot to take down the thing. I'll take that down in a second. How do I do that? Is it that? Will that still be up? Okay, we did it. Hey, let me take the chat cover down. There we go. Hey, I know what I'm doing. All right, now I got the video. We got the video. Let me go ahead and play the video for all of us to watch. Here we go. This makes me very happy. Woo! Come on. Let's go. Come on, Kwon. Goodbye. 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 Come on. It's time to go. Go to jail. You go to jail. Going to jail. Going to jail. Come on, Kwon. Got him. Justice, okay? Just us. It's over. It's over. Ooh, it's over. Oh, I watch that all the time. I watch that a billion times. Got him. That's right. Got him, okay? Where's the thing? Let me find the clip. There's a clip I want to play too in coordination with this. Hold on one second. There's a clip we can play if I can find it. I hope we find it. I think I have it pre-prepared. I'm not always up on that. Here we go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We got him.
We got him.
We got him. Where's the other one? There's another clip like that. Let me find it. I think there's a clip like that too somewhere. I can't. Oh, the autoplay is the worst. Autoplay will get you in trouble. All right, we're gonna stop right there. There's a meme one, the one where they catch him, but I don't want to get in trouble with the copyright music. Let me find the other clip here. Is it this one? All right, perfect. This dude got arrested. Okay, he was not only charged in the U.S., but I think he was charged in the U.S. Actually a little earlier than when he got caught, because it takes a little while to charge somebody with an actual like serious crime like that. But when it came to I mean, they had months to do it, but when it came to the arrest, this boy got caught trying to run away to Dubai. He tried to play a Kevin. He said, "I'm going to Dubai," and they said, bro. You had $40 billion down the drain. We're going to need you to get in the train, okay? We're going to need to put a chain on you. The only blockchain you'll be messing with is in the cell block. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Look at his face. He's not very happy. Not very happy indeed. I'm sorry, Kwon. Oh, man. Let me see. Interpol says a man arrested in Montenegro is Kwon Do. Kwon Do. Didn't I make a joke saying Kwon Do cannot be his real name because it had to be like that's super racist. Now he called himself Do Kwon to be less racist, I guess. But his real name is Kwon Do Hyung, also known as Do Kwon, the disgraced founder. I love it. Disgraced founder of a collapsed crypto company who is wanted in South Korea, sorry, pardon my French, and the United States for fraud and other charges. You know, some South Korean in the government aped in a little too much into Luna Terra. You could tell. That does not just happen overnight. Kwon, a South Korean national, founded the blockchain platform behind the Terra USD stablecoin and its sister coin, Luna. Both coins lost their value in a matter of days. It was hours. I'll tell you right now, I watched that happen live. It was hours. In May 2022, wiping away $40 billion from the crypto marketplace and setting off panic across the speculative sector. Kwon's identity was confirmed through a fingerprint match. Boy, they got him by the fingerprint. Interpol's National Central Bureau in Seoul told CNN on Friday. They snitched. A day earlier, Montenegrin International Affairs Minister Philippe Adzik wrote on social media that a man believed to be Kwon was arrested in the capital Puerto Rico. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce these European words. Okay, it's not on my system. Podgorica. I don't want to say something racist. Okay, be careful. I gotta be careful out here. In 2023, you cannot be playing around. He was arrested at the airport with counterfeit documentation and is wanted by several countries, including the USA, South Korea, and Singapore, as Zeke said in a Facebook post. In a Facebook post, he used Facebook to report this? Oh, that is the insult of insults. I'm not even going to use a regular, like, who needs Telegram and Twitter? We use Facebook around here, okay? If you're not on Facebook, that's kind of crazy. That's how you know the government is 5 years behind everybody. Kwon was based in Singapore while running the blockchain platform Terra Labs. Seoul prosecutors told CNN in December that the crypto entrepreneur was believed to be in Serbia, where he was hiding after leaving Singapore via Dubai. So first of all, time out. This guy is such a genius. This moron, he left Singapore through Dubai, went all the way to Montenegro, okay? And was going back from Montenegro, escaping the authorities, to Dubai again. So that means he had the means to go to Dubai already and stay there. But he decided, I'm going to Montenegro. That's where I'll be safe. I'm going to pull a Richard Hart. I'm going to disappear into the Eurosphere. And now I'm running back because I completely misunderstood. I can't hide in the Eurosphere. You're Asian, first of all. I mean, let's just call it what it is. You're Asian. You stand out. People will notice. Okay, you're gonna be noticed. Okay, the OPSEC 101. You go where you blend. Okay, you go where you blend. That's where you go. I mean, that's just. I don't know. Maybe am I crazy? You let me know in the comments. Am I crazy? You don't go where you blend? Okay, maybe different. Maybe you go somewhere different. I don't know. Maybe you know someplace that's better than that. Better than blending. I don't know. But that's you would think you would go where you would blend. Or maybe that's what maybe you're playing a chess game. I don't know. Maybe you think that they'll think that you're doing that, and then now you have the paradox I talk about all the time. If you're bullish, I'm bearish, then that means you're bullish, then that means I'm bearish, bullish, bearish, that whole thing. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. I'm not a criminal, is what I'm trying to say. A day earlier, where was I? I lost my place there. Kwon was based in Singapore while running the blockchain platform Terra Labs. Blah, we got that part. In September, a South Korean court issued an arrest warrant for Kwon after he was accused of fraud by investors. Accused of fraud by investors in the country in the wake of the collapse of his company. Oh, man. So first of all, how quickly from this happening to this happening, and what were the people who this happened to that made this happen? I have a feeling that there was enough people in South Korea, important people, and also people who were just completely devastated and destroyed, who were hurt by this, that caused this. And I'm sure people related, who are working for the government, who were related to people who were hurt by this, right? Who were the investors accusing him of fraud. They're the ones who helped arrest, make the choice for an arrest warrant. I'm pretty sure that's a very family-oriented country. Here it doesn't mean much if someone's uncle gets, in general. Here it might not mean much if somebody's uncle gets rug pulled. But if you do that in Asia, someone knows, and then they'll tell somebody else, and enough people will react. You will get a side effect of that. That they're very tight knit, related wise. That's why the Chinese, the CCP, really functions the way they do their criminal behavior functions really well. It's very effective because they will use people through their family. They'll get you through your family and say, oh, you escaped China? Okay, cool. Well, we're going to hurt your grandma. It'd be sad to see something bad happen to your grandma. And that's how they get people to come back. That will never work in America. People don't have that in general. The mass populace doesn't have that connection with their families. So, that wouldn't work for Americans, but in general. But in Asia, it works. It works very well. Very effective. Kwon has been charged with fraud and breaches of South Korean's capital markets law. He said in October that he didn't believe the charges were legitimate and claimed they were politically motivated. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You did the crime, okay? You created a thing and you told people it was unruggable. I remember this tweet. Verbatim. Unruggable. What happened? It's unhackable, unruggable, unbreakable. And what happened? That's on you, bro. You did that on yourself. You did that, okay? Nobody else did that. Nobody else put a gun to your head and said, tell them to say this. Say this to them, okay? Tell them a lie like this. No one did that. You did that, okay? So you only have yourself to blame. You were mocking people. You were ridiculing people. I'll never forget. That was so much ego, man. You had so much ego. As a man, you say something. There are some things you can't come back from, okay? If you say to someone, this is unruggable, this is unbeatable, it's the bottomest, the greatest, the volucious, you can't stop me, it's Jesus, it's better than Jesus, and then it gets rugged. Whatever happens to you, I may not condone it, but I understand it, so you gotta keep that in mind. You can't say it's all politically motivated. It's not politically motivated. It's common sense what happened to you. It's just common sense. If you're a teacher and you say to the parents, oh, don't worry, this is the safest school ever. Nothing will ever happen to your kids. Nothing bad will ever blah, blah, blah. And then something bad happens. You were ridiculing anybody who had concerns for the school, and then something bad happens. Who are they going to blame? They're going to blame you. They're going to look at you like, hey, you said to me X, Y, Z. What happened? You know what I mean? And so you can't get, I can't get mad at the people wanting revenge, charging him. I can't feel bad. I understand why they did it. Kwon has been charged before we got that part. All right, so the crypto developer has repeatedly claimed on Twitter that he was not on the run. He's trying to save face, but refused to disclose his whereabouts. Hey, I'm not on the run. Where you at? I don't want to talk about it right now. Well, are you in the McDonald's? I can hear the background. No, don't go in there. Don't go in there. No reason. Don't go in there. No reason. He said in October that he didn't believe the charge was legitimate. Oh, yeah, I got that part. I keep going back to that because it's so ridiculous. But refused to disclose his whereabouts due to worries about his personal security. Someone actually got to his house. Let me tell you this story. This is for those of you who are old OGs here. You guys know this story. But somebody showed up at his house, and that person was distraught. In America, they would have probably not have been alone, because that's a very Asian thing to do, is to have that level of trust where you can go to someone and nothing will happen to you. In America, you will not be coming up to somebody's house alone. That is definitely not a good idea if you're going to try to do a confrontation, because that person might just hit you up with the 1-2 piece, okay? You might just blow you away. You need a witness if you're gonna do that. You need a witness. So this person showed up alone to Do Kwon's house, and it's Asia, so Do Kwon doesn't have a firearm, and the guy showed up all the way into his house in his living room. Okay, now here in America, for those of you not in America, here in America, that's already no questions asked, 1-2 punch. Okay, you all on the floor. There is no soul in your body. I'm calling 911. Hey, come get this body, okay? I don't know what happened. I just saw a random dude in my house. I didn't ask any questions. I felt in danger, okay? I don't know who he is. I'm stressed. My family's here. I don't need to ask questions. This is too dangerous. He had a jacket on. Who knows? Okay, he could have hit me too. Okay, he might have a 2-piece too. I thought he did. In fact, he looked like he did. In fact, he looked like he was reaching out. You never know. And it was at night too, by the way. That didn't just happen in the daytime. So he was in the living room. The guy showed up at his house and he was distraught. And he said, "You need to pay for this. You need to pay for this. You need to pay for this." And I'm like, this guy, this is time to move. Time to move. You don't live there anymore, basically. So that was a stressful situation. I was like, Jesus. But then again, like I said, I understand it. Again, we're going back. It's a very nuanced conversation. We talked about this before. It's a very nuanced thing that happened to him, right? He did a bad thing, and bad things are happening to him. I don't condone either. All of this is non-condoned, okay? But yeah, I understand it. Let me see where we are. Oh, yeah. Terraform Labs was behind Terra USD, a stablecoin, which in theory was meant to retain a $1 price point. Yeah, in theory. The collapse of Terra USD, two linked coins kickstarted the so-called crypto winter. No, it did not. It was already dying. Things were already dying. I think Terra USD was one of the last quote-unquote safe places because we were already in a bear market for over a year. The only thing that was 2021, right? 2022. Yeah. So 2022 was a year after the real actual crypto crash that was caused by Elon Musk when he lied about Bitcoin in April, saying that that Bitcoin is not safe for the environment, and that caused a lot of his fanboys, his simps, dumped the crypto token, and then as a result of that started a wave of panic selling. As a result, you can even look at the chart and actually see the chart, Bitcoin crashing from the moment of that tweet all the way down, and I forgot how much it went down. Was it 30K? It was something like that. I think it was 40K, and then it went down to 30K, and it just kept going, and then it bounced back later that year in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. That was in November-ish area, and then it crashed again later that year. I think it was later in November. So by the time November rolled around, it had reached 69,420, which, if you think about it, that makes perfect sense why that would happen. I'm just telling you guys, life is way more complicated and unreal than actual fiction, okay? That's why, fiction makes more sense to me now, you know what I mean? But my point of that story is, this is, only tells you half the story. So you have to kind of know, a lot of this stuff isn't written down. Crypto lore became its own, in a weird way, crypto lore became like it's weird. It became like this thing that you can only know if you were there. It's like it's almost like urban legends. Someone says, "Oh yeah, this happened to 3 other guys or something." Somebody knows somebody that this happened to, but you don't know. It's like it happened fourth hand, and you're like, "Well, did it or didn't it?" You're not even sure. But I witnessed this, so yeah, it definitely happened, and it was weird. So yeah, this is what I would call this the crypto. What do you call it? The third wave crash. I would call this the third wave. By that point, it had crashed a third time. People were escaping, right? People had already put all their eggs in that basket of like, oh, let me earn that. Was it 20%? I think it was 20%. No, 17%. No. Let me go back. It started out 20%. That's the major reason why most people were holding Terra USD, Luna specifically. Really, they would go to this platform called, what was the platform? There's a website you would go to. You would put your crypto on that website, on that exchange, and you would hold it. And I forgot what it was called. You would stake your Luna. I think it's staking your Luna. Does anybody remember the name of that platform? There was a girl that we knew who was actually teaching people how to use it, and I forgot what it was called. Someone in the chat helped me remember the platform. Where do you put your Luna, where your Luna Terra, to get 20% back? I forgot what it was called. And then you would hold it, and every month you would get, a certain percentage. I think it was 17% it went down. Anchor. Thank you, Aleph. Aleph in the house. Thank you, Aleph. Appreciate it. Anchor. You would put your anchor in there, and now you think about how fucked up this is. Actually, if you kind of go into the schizo territory, Anchor, you throw your money into Anchor, and it sinks to the bottom of the ocean. That's terrible. I am so sorry to cause anybody secondhand pain from that. I don't want to cause anybody pain from that, but that's pretty much what happened. I mean, the thing that bothers me about Do Kwon was the guy was trolling people when it went from 20% to 17%, and he still told people to hold. In my opinion, it's just an opinion, everybody has an opinion, in my opinion, at that point, when you saw everything else, the dominoes falling, and you said to people after you went from 20% to 17%, you had to make some adjustments in the background. And then you came out and you started tweeting, yeah, it's all good now. You guys can hold. Don't be, RIP, you're going to be broke. Good luck staying broke. All that stuff. When you actively trolling like that, you seal your fate. In my opinion, you have sealed your fate. The amount of ire you have gotten from that point forward going on is like a wave that you are creating a karma bomb that's coming your way. In my opinion, I think that was what happened to him. The warhead was too big. He could not escape the blast. The the mushroom cloud is all we saw after this. That's what happened. You can't escape anywhere on this planet after that. You basically turned real world. You turned the internet trolling and finances, and you put them together, and people are homeless from this thing. Okay, don't even get it mistaken. People went from having 6 figures in their bank account to no figures in their bank account, no marriage. Some people lost their wives, their kids, their everything. Some people lost their lives. I'm not even gonna go into the details of that. You can go to Reddit if you want to see that. Yeah, man, it was. Whew, I was like, 89 says, Kawaii 89 says, I was never in Luna. Me neither. I think I had some in Liquid early on when it was new, because what's his name? I forgot what his name was. There was somebody who kept harassing me about that token. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Yin. You don't know what you're talking about. You're stupid. In the chats, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I did some research. I read the white paper. That's why I feel so confident about this token when it was being crap, because I already read the white paper, what it was about when it was new, okay? Very vividly, because I was still getting harassed about it. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll freaking read the white paper. I read the white paper, I read the protocols, I read the website, all the shebang. I took my own time doing this. And then at the end, I was like, yeah, this is a token that will eventually rug. That was my personal opinion on that, right? I never took this thing seriously, and I never put serious amount of money in it. It went up. Yeah, it did. I made some money. I walked out. Just like Shiba. I made some money. I walked out. That's pretty much what you should be doing with those kind of tokens, especially when you see the guy on Twitter trolling. If they start trolling, that's the top signal. It's time to go. You didn't hear me say that, though. What do I know? What do I know? Let me look in the chat real quick. All right. Who else in the house? Kawaii and Aleph. Aleph says that he's going to mount a Negro. Crypto has its own mythology at this point. Yeah, it does. It's wild, dude. Someone's going to write a book about all this one day, and we'll be looking back like, yeah, I was there. That happened. Oh, man. I can't even believe I can't even believe half this stuff that's happening, and it's ridiculous. All right, let's see what happens in other news. Let me see if there's anything else about him. We already know about that. They charged him. Oh, so they charged him after. They officially charged him after the. I knew they had a charge before that, though. Yeah. Yep. Conspiracy to commit commodities fraud, securities fraud, wire fraud, conspiracy to defraud investors, and engage in market manipulation. This part right here, he's done for this one. This one's kind of. The other ones are kind of harder to kind of prove. Like this one, you're gonna have to have like solid evidence for this one. But this one right here is like solid. You pretty much can't. I mean, you have to be borderline asleep as a lawyer to not be able to prove this. According to filing made with the Southern District, especially since manipulation is such a, what's that term called? It's such a buzzword now. You pretty much can prove this in like maybe one meeting. You basically convince the judge, yeah, he manipulated the market. I mean, judges are not like in the crypto space like that. They're just gonna look at that and look at the tweet and go, yeah, he's trolling. Kwon was also allegedly on the run. He had I forgot the name he was using. Someone put the name on showed the document he was using on Twitter. I laughed because you have to be so dumb to have a fake Hispanic name on your certificate, on your fake document, if you're Asian. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're basically saying, please pull me aside and catch me. You know what I mean? He should have leaned all the way into, people's racism. If you're on the run, you lean into people's racism. You know what I mean? You lean all the way into it. You don't, you don't try to like differentiate yourself. What's wrong with him? I'm sick of some of these guys. I'm kind of glad criminals are dumb, to be honest, when it comes to this stuff, because otherwise they'd never get caught and they would hurt more people. So, there's a lot of old people who lost their money in Terra, which really sucks. Let me see. Can you imagine all the older Asian people who saved all their money their whole life and they lost it to Terra? I can't even begin to process that, because these people they tend to be pretty frugal with their money. Like they're savers. They're saving. These, the older Korean people, they're pretty conservative with their money. They're just saving it and saving it and saving it. So you have, let's say you managed to scrounge together $80K in your bank account, in Korean money, and you put it into Terra and you lost it all. Like, I just couldn't even begin to even think about that. That's just, as an older person, like you're just 60s and that happens to you. That's just, you know what? I understand why someone showed up at his house, is what I'm trying to say. Let me see here. We got another one. The $1 billion bailout. Let's talk about the $1 billion bailout. So we got the woke investing went to flop, went to nothing. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I have no sympathy for these woke heads who invested all this money and lost all this money. Everybody was telling them up and down to stop investing in these woke causes and stop treating these bank accounts like it's somebody's free checking account. This was going to always end in a disaster. So what happened was, SVB is a bank. A lot of these big companies, a lot of these big corporations, they have an account with this bank, and they use the bank to funnel their money into woke causes, okay? And that doesn't mean charities. I'm not talking about charities. I am talking about things that are superfluous. And if I could tell you some of the stuff, this channel would probably be banned if I talk about some of the stuff that they invested in. I'll just say, you do your own research. You will find out quickly what they invested their money in. So a lot of these companies got rugged, okay? Kind of like how we talked about how environmentalism is a rug pull. It is a rug pull, like a financial rug pull, because when you find out how much money they're spending on trying to be saving the environment versus if they had just stopped investing in fashion and in the makeup industry, they would actually save a ton of money and actually be able to do the damage that they need to do against anti-environmental causes. But they won't do that. But so as a result, they're doing all these other things, and these other things rug them. I mean, it just is what it is. The energy that's being wasted trying to recycle plastic, for example. Recycling plastic is a scam. And so a lot of those causes are from the SVB bank. And here we are. This is where we are right now. That's just one example. There's so many examples. I don't even want to begin to start. It's just, this whole episode would be about environmentalism. I don't want to do that again. In prepared testimony for a Senate Bank Committee hearing slated for Tuesday morning, the chair of the FDIC reveals that the 10 largest deposit accounts at SVB held a combined $13 billion, a detail that is likely to intensify criticism of federal regulators' intervention in the firm's recent collapse. I don't remember what other companies aside from, I think Facebook has one. A lot of the metaverse stuff was on here as well. And I can't remember who was the actual major company that crashed that caused this. Does anyone remember what the actual company that crashed that started this? This FDIC, this disaster? I can't remember the name of it. I know Facebook was somehow related to it. Was it? Nah, it wasn't Apple. I'm trying to think of what it was. I can't remember. I cannot remember. Sorry, guys. I drew a blank. There's so many companies crashing. It's just fascinating to me that we've actually reached this bottom right now. Let me see what the other one was. What's the other company? Give me 1 second. I'll find it. Give me 1 second here. I will find out what that company was. Is it this one right here? Let's look at Twitter for a minute. You guys can look at the Kwon getting arrested again while I work here. Here we go. While that's happening, I'll do that in the background. Companies with SVB. Oh, is it not playing? It looks like it's not playing. My bad. Here. Should be playing now. So I have to be clicking on it. That's weird. I cannot find it. Let me see here. Oh. I think I might have found it. Give me 1 second. I cannot find the actual company names. This is weird. This is the one time I'm actually stumped on Google. It's like they wiped it. Maybe they wiped it. List of companies that collapsed. Let me try that. List of companies that collapsed. Tech companies. Let's do that. List of tech companies that collapsed. Okay. Oh my God. You know these companies, these websites that have all these, like, do you have an account, sign in? Or you have to become a member or something, you have to pay for it. It's getting annoying. All these journalistic websites are getting annoying. They need to stop. I'm getting like that, that paywall nonsense. This is why everybody clicks on the archive stuff. You guys are ridiculous. There we go. I think I may have found it. Okay, we're good. Let me get you right here. These are the name of the companies. These are the companies that were affected by the Silicon crash. All right, the SVB crash. Roku. I didn't even know about this. Oh man, my family uses Roku. That's awkward. Oh, that's such a boomer thing to use too. No offense to boomers who use it. I'm not cooking anybody using Roku. But it's the only thing I know boomers use. It's the only one. Nobody else uses that. What was that? A Chrome? What's a Chrome called? The Chrome something? Help me out in the chat if you know. I can't remember the name of the thing. It's Chrome something. I can't remember. I'm getting old, y'all. What's the other company? Circle? Oh yeah, Circle with the USDC coin. They had 40 billion of USDC in the SVB. What the heck? Lord. They lost almost all 40 billion. They only have 3.3 billion. Oh my God, that's awful. Roblox. What? Roblox. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. This episode, this stream just got interesting, man. Oh my Lord, that's funny. Roblox, the Californian-based online gaming platform with metaverse ambitions. That's the dreaded M word. Said on Friday, filing SEC that they have 5% of its 3 billion of cash was kept there. Ooh. I can't do math right now, but that's a lot of money. Let me see. Chief Financial Officer Michael Guthrie said that no matter the outcome of the bank's collapse, this situation will have no impact on the day-to-day operations. 5%. That's a lot of money, but yeah, it shouldn't kill your company. Stock was valued at $40. Okay, that's not that bad. Yeah. Okay, he's still doing good. BlockFi is dead. BlockFi been, in my opinion, BlockFi been dead. You still have BlockFi. I don't know what to tell you. RIP. That's terrible. RIP. Yeah, that's just is what it is. Oh man, Compass Coffee. I've never heard of that. Is that the West Coast? Oh, DC. Oh man. Let me see. Is that it? Oh, that's it. That's all there was. Oh, okay, that's not that bad. I thought it was way worse. There was something else that had a that caused it to crash, and I can't remember what it was. Was it LinkedIn or Google or Facebook? Somebody let go a lot of their people, and I can't remember who it was. Oh well. There's one more news story to tackle. Give me 1 second here. Let me just see real quick where we are with that. Let me just make sure we are good. Okay, yeah, we're good. I just want to make sure we're good on that. Let me see here what the next thing is. We got one more thing to cover. Oh yeah, this one. Let's cover this right here. Okay, let's cover this story here. This has been kind of a weird thing going on lately. I don't know what the future holds because this is kind of creepy. The whole idea of like the China and the Russia getting together. Oh, is it not showing? It should be showing. Okay, yeah, it's showing. Okay, I just want to make sure it's showing. Let me take that down. There we go. Yeah, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you about this one. I don't know. It's kind of scary. This whole China and Russia getting together thing. Hopefully, I mean, this is like Watchmen. This is literally a like Watchmen kind of storyline. Or even worse, if you want to be even more darker, it's the I have no mouth and must scream scenario, right? Hopefully that doesn't happen. I would be very depressed by then. Let's see. Kawaii89 says, bye, Yuan. That is so wrong, sir. Tech Chief says, sir, please. Oh, man. China and Russia, the strengthening of friendship, record-setting economies, global changes, the collective West in Ukraine, Russia channel, one nightly news anchor, Vitaly Izliev, intoned at the start of Tuesday evening's program. This is not good, man. The whole idea of Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh Bear, discussing about, like, getting together and shit, that's a good sign. That's not a good sign. But who knows? Maybe it's all a work. Maybe it's all, maybe it's all fake. They're just trying to posture that they're doing something, but they're not, to see if people will react. I don't know. It could be something. It could be nothing. Hopefully it's not. I would hope it's nothing. Let's hope it's just fake. There ain't nothing going on. That would be nice. I'll be okay with this fake news. Xi Jinping also got his turn at the microphone. In this new historical conditions, Russia and China will make far-sighted evaluations in order to develop our relationship while making a great contribution to the progress of humanity. Ain't that the most hilarious, villainous thing that you've ever heard? Like, I think that's fucking funny. I think that's just perfect. It really sounds like Lex Luthor talking. A voice-over translation of the Chinese chairman's remarks offered as the picture of on screen cut, a view of the officials seated in the hall. Okay, wait. Notably, no one on the Russian side was wearing a mask to protect against the potential COVID infection, while the entire Chinese delegation was outfitted with white masks bearing the Chinese flag. That's how you know it's all fake. That right there tells me all I need to know right there. That right there. That's perfect. Concrete information was no more forthcoming when the leaders' remarks turned to the war in Ukraine after Xi had reached readout of a statement which concluded that China was always in favor of peace and dialogue. Putin responded with a seemingly spontaneous accusation that the West remained intent on fighting against Russia to the last Ukrainian. Okay. China was according to plan. Yeah, there's nothing much else other than this is just mostly just fluff right here. The whole point of if this happens, Putin added, then Russia will be forced to respond. This is just all, well, we're responding with nuclear components if we have to, kind of thing. The thing that the leaders say when they want to show that they're tough. Tomorrow, the Chinese delegation will be set off from home, then sign an agreement. Yeah, this is all fluff right here. But I think, in my opinion, is there a video of that? How tall are they? Oh, wow, okay, yeah. I kind of knew that he would be taller. I don't know why, but I just had a feeling. I said, I think the Winnie the Pooh guy is going to be taller. They tend to go that way, I think. Let me see here. Is there anything in here on the bottom about response from the U.S.? No? Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, I figured this would happen with who's in the White House right now. They're not taking that guy seriously. He's not someone to take serious to them. They don't even look at him like that. They're like, whatever. We're gonna get away with what we want. We're gonna do what we want. Is there anything else today? I feel like there's something else I'm missing on the note. Oh yeah, Trump arrest. I don't have a clip for that, but we could talk about that right now. What do y'all think? There is a rumor that Trump will go and turn himself in on Tuesday, and that would start off the Streisand effect that would basically help him win the next election. What do y'all think about that? You guys think that he will, you guys think he's going to turn himself in and there will be a Streisand effect? I think the Streisand effect will occur. If he's on TV, he's arrested, national TV, the pictures everywhere, maybe he gets hurt even. I think that would probably, kind of solidify him as the martyr kind of thing. I think that will embolden a lot of people to actually go to the polls again and actually vote for him. That's probably the play and how it's going to play out. Because one thing people hate, they hate to see like somebody that they like get beaten up by the government. That's just a human thing. I think that's just one of those things. People won't like that. Let me see. Yeah, hey, Story Mark, what's up? Yeah, I'm just mentioning that there's a rumor that Trump will, turn himself in as a political strategy. So who knows? We'll see. If it happens, we'll know by Tuesday. If it happens, if that rumor is true, that sounds like, because I hear it from many different sources now. At first, it was from one source, and I was like, all right, whatever. And then I heard it from another source, and then by yesterday I was hearing it from 9 different sources. So now it's kind of like, it's weird. It's a weird timeline we live in, dude. I don't even know what's going on anymore. And the only reason why I'm focusing on this is because this is like a follow-up to last year. We had a stream about all this happening when it was at the height of everything, and I told you guys I would follow up, and I'm just following what I said I would do. I would follow up on this. It's just weird. It's a weird time we live in. And I think, honestly, hopefully, it won't, result in, like, chaos. Just let's get back to normal. I just want to go back to normal. Let's go back to, like, 2015. Can we do that? Can we go back to 2015? That would be nice. Let's go back to 2015 where everything was, like, just kind of averagely normal. You could have a conversation with random people and it would be fine. That would be nice. I just want to go back to I want to go to conventions again. I want to, talk to people again. I mean, I've gone to actually one so far, just one, and it was for a day, and it wasn't very good. Oh, by the way, I did see that somebody I have a source that watched the film, the D&D film. Let's get out of this real quick. Let me get out of this. We're done with this story. I did see somebody. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully I can find it. D&D film Amongst Thieves. I think is that how you spell it? I cannot spell today. Amongst Thieves. Let's go to just images. That's fine. Let's go to a non-spoiler clip. We'll just do that. Hopefully, there you go. Is that not a spoiler? That's good. There's no spoilers in here. Okay. Yeah, I think there's no spoilers. I'm just making sure there's no spoilers on the screen. Okay, cool. There we go. So, I know somebody's seen the D&D film. The rumor about it is it's not good. Now, there's a caveat to that. This person who is my source who saw it has like a very eclectic taste. So maybe he's a little, Maybe he's wrong. We'll find out, I guess, with more time. More people will see it. The thing is that I'm going to put a pin on that is that made me worry that it's not good is that it kind of didn't, it just pretended Gary Gygax didn't exist, like in the opening, where it says it's inspired by the film is based on the Hasbro game. That's what they said. I'm just saying, that's what it said. Now, if you think about that, right, if you look into the background of that, Hasbro bought the company that bought the game. So they bought the company that bought the game, that bought from another company, from a guy who created it, right? So that's like 3 layers of like of connection there, right? That's like 3 degrees of separation. Did you really, is it really your game, or is it like, a subsidiary of what you own? I don't know. It's a little messy there. I think that's a little messy. But okay, let's just say for the sake of the argument, okay, it is your game. But why didn't you just mention the person who made the game as well, who passed on, right? And it's not just a nice thing to do, just say, hey, based on the Hasbro game created by Gary Gygax, or special thanks to Gary Gygax. That would be nice. Not a single mention of Gary Gygax. That is concerning. And I knew so many people out there were trying to talk about how this is so revolutionary. It'll change everything about Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons will never be the same again. Oh my God, it's gonna take Dungeons and Dragons to the moon. It's gonna take it to the moon. And I'm sitting here. Shout out to J. Scott Garibay, by the way. I'm sitting here thinking, Jay, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Did you forget that D&D from 2003 happened? Was it 2003 or was it 2000? I'm going to say 2000. I think it's 2000. And I forgot who was the actor, his name, but I see his face. The guy from Suzy Q. Now I sound like an old man when I say that. But you know who I'm talking about. He was in Suzy Q. Same guy. He was in the film with one of the Wayans brothers. Not Marlon. The other one. The younger one. The other one. I can't remember. I'm old now. That sucks. But you know who I'm talking about. The other Wayans. See, that sounds insulting, but you get what I'm saying. There's another guy in there. And that film did terribly, right? It was terrible. I liked it, but it was terrible for the masses. The masses hated it, right? And it did nothing for D&D. Now, maybe some people bought the game and played the game. Okay, I'll even give you that. I'll give you caveat to that. I'll be like, okay, cool. Maybe some people bought it, but it didn't revolutionize D&D and took it to the moon. It didn't do that. And I think this will be the same thing. I think it'll be more of the same. People are going to come see it. They're going to be like, all right, that was interesting. That was something. And then they'll go about their day. I think most people will not be playing D&D from just watching that film. I'm just a realist about it. I'm not saying D&D film should be, a good one will never happen. It's impossible. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm living in reality. And I think human nature is they'll see the film. If they like it, they like it. Maybe a few people will buy it and try the game, whatever, but most won't. I don't think it'll take it into the moon, the sky, whatever. I think it'll just be another film on the endless films that are out there. The endless content that you can, curate, that you can watch on Netflix or something. That's where it's gonna go. It's gonna go on the Netflix wall, onto the wall, or whoever buys it. Is it Sean Wayans? I think is it Sean? Maybe it is Sean Wayans. Or Marlon. Is it Marlon? I feel like I don't know. Now I gotta look it up. That's gonna bother me all day. That is gonna bother me all day. Here's more. Here's Kwon getting arrested again. If you guys want to see that, here. Boy, I'm petty today. I enjoyed that too much. Let me find. Is it Marlon Wayans? I'm gonna just type in one of them. Then I'll know who it is. It is Marlon. Marlon is the one. Marlon's who I'm thinking of. Here, I'll post it. Here, I'll post that. Marlon Wayans, D&D. There he is. Oh, I don't want to show you that scene. That's a spoiler. Spoiler to a 30-year-old movie or 20-year-old movie. Let's just use that clip. There it is. We'll just do that. Oh yeah, there you go. This is the film. Let me go ahead and unclick that and click that. There you go. This is the film from, I forgot what year, 2000. There it is, right there. There he is from that film. That's that's funny. Every time I see that face, I go, yeah, that's right. Story Mark says, life is weird, just flow with the absurdism. Yeah, I agree. Story Mark, you also say, oh yeah, I plan to give the D&D film a watch soon. I mean, it has thieves in it. I'm contractually obligated to. But seriously, it gave me a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, so I'm intrigued. Go ahead and try it out. Let me know how you like it. Yeah, I think Shawn Wayans is the one who was always more muscular, I think. Those in the pie and the sky fantasies expecting it to revolutionize thing. The important thing is if people enjoy it, that film, that's all. Yeah, I agree. If people enjoy it, then they enjoy it. They're going to like what they like. You know, far be it from me to stop their enjoyment. I think that's, I've always been about, like, just do what works for you, man. Have fun and make life work for you. What was the other thing? There was one more thing, and that's going to bother me. Maybe we'll just cover that next time. We'll probably cover that next time. Anyways, I think that's it for now. I think we've done enough damage to the world with this information. I apologize. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. Have a great day, guys. Man, I need to reshape this beard again. That's how stressed out I've been. Oh man, look at that. It looks wild. Have a great day, guys. Great day. I did say great day. Have a great day. Take it easy.